Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 23 in From Ground to Games collection. My name is Jeff. This is Jeff Picking Up Change. If you are new here, what I have done is picked up change off of the ground, collected it, bought items that I could flip and continue doing so, and you are seeing the game collection that I am building from that process. And so last week we added a bunch of games to our collection, but also 2 complete box NES games. I couldn't be more happy with how week 22 went. So one thing I want to talk about with y'all this week is something that I might be in the minority of, but I've always enjoyed doing this, and I'm probably weird, right? But I like to keep these stickers of the price and where I bought it on all of my games personally, right? The games that I am keeping in my collection, I like to keep, like this is Goodwill, $3.99, right? I like to keep those stickers on there because it reminds me that, hey, I paid $4 for that game at that Goodwill, and a lot of time it actually jogs my memory of when I bought it and other games that I bought with it. And so I want to ask you, one, do you do this? Do you keep your stickers besides GameStop, right? We all know the GameStop stickers have been and always will be hideous, right? Those old, ugly, big yellow ones you used to stick on and destroy game cases. Besides those, everything else like this, and then I've been recently going to McKay's in Nashville, and their stickers are really easy to pull off, but I just like showing and myself, and for the game collection, I like keeping the stickers on there. So one, do you do this, or do you like having all your games in pristine, near mint condition with nothing on the cases? Or also, what is something kind of weird that you might do to your game collection that other people might not? Like I said, I'm probably in the minority to keep these stickers on, but I just enjoy seeing the price tag of what I paid for it at the end of the day. And so this week, it is summer, right? It's been summer for a few weeks now. Hopefully you've been able to add and go to some garage sales and add some cheap games like that. And so we continue to build up our game funds. So our game funds are finally getting back to the point where I would like them to be. And also we're still going to thrift stores, pawn shops, and garage sales. And so let's get into this week's footage. Oh yeah, so I just sold these 3, right? Picked these up in the last video. And remember, they're super scratched up, and there might be like some small like crack in each one of the interior, like right here, right? You can kind of see them. And so I don't know if this stuff still works with that, right? So I just posted it clearly with pictures and told everyone that they have that and they're scratched, and maybe if you resurface it might work, it might not, I don't know. But I was looking, and like this, just the case and manual sells for like $25. So I posted these 3 for $50, took an offer for $40 just to move it quick with everything listed. So I'm going to get these packed up and then shipped out, and then we'll be able to add this to our game fund in a few days. On my run this morning, found a dime. There you go, still running. Found another ugly dime. Alright guys, still running in this parking lot. Look at this. Found 1 dime, a penny, another dime, and another penny. It's 22 cents right there. Alright guys, look, same parking lot. Another dime. That's 5 dimes this morning. Gas station, got a nickel. Same parking lot, got a penny. Got a penny. Yo, this is the haul from this morning. 59 cents. Added to the game fund. Now let's go find some games. All right, y'all, just sold this DVD, Life and Times of 10, Complete Season 2 for $20. I think I got this for like $2 at a Goodwill, and so I'm going to pack this up, and then we'll be able to add it to our game fund in about a day or two. Everybody, just wanted to talk about my pickups from the Goodwill today. And so, all DVDs. And so, first one is The Great American Story. This is like an online course for some class. It's brand new, steel sealed. And so, I think I should be able to get like 10 to 12 for that one. And then you saw a bunch of We Sing. I have no clue what this is. I think it's just some old kids sing-along type, I guess, cartoon. No clue, but I always watch other people's YouTube channels if they're doing any sort of collecting or flipping to kind of see what they are finding and reselling, and you should do that as well. Retro Rick did this in his $10 game collection about 6 years ago, and these aren't worth much, right? But I found 5 of them, all sealed, and so I think I should be able to sell the 5 of them for about $40 to $50 altogether. I spent $10 on them, so that's a great flip. And then this, no clue what this show is, Felicity. I got all of the seasons. They were each $2.99, so $3. So I got all 4 of them. As you saw, I should be able to sell that for $40 or $50 as well. So I spent, I think, about $23 on all this stuff, and I should be able to, I'm hoping to make over $100 after everything sells. So a very productive day at Goodwill. And you know, sometimes a lot of Goodwills aren't going to have video games, but you continue to go to the places that you can buy video games, and then cheap DVDs are how you can still fund a game collection. So I'm going to continue to go to Goodwill and continue to buy them to add funds to our game collection. All right, I just found the receipt for that Goodwill, right? You can see all the DVDs on there. It was $26.23. So not the $22, $23, a little bit more expensive than that. But like I said, I should be able to get, I'm hoping over $100 for it. All right, y'all, so y'all saw it, Suikoden for the PS1. I'm upset that this is not in there. It has the manual, but the disc is not in there. Very upsetting. He was just going to throw it away. He wouldn't let me have it for free, but he charged me just the price of a CD, which I'll take it. $1.09 for just the case, manual, right? And then it's not in there. Like I said, very upsetting that it is not in there, but I'll pay $1 for a Suikoden manual and case. All right, guys, just sold this game for I think $12. I'm gonna get it packed up and sent out, and then we should be able to add about $10 to our game fund in the next 1 or 2 days. Do these 2.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I'd probably buy more, but I don't have much more cash than that. So, awesome.
if you want some other stuff, I'll put it aside for you.
I don't know when I'll be back in this area. I don't live near here.
No
but...
problem. No, that's all right.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, y'all. You heard it. I just at that sale. He wouldn't budge on $5 a piece. Celebrity Deathmatch for the Xbox. And then I got this Star Trek Encounters. It's sealed. I just bought it. Didn't look either one up. This one's going to be for the collection because I loved watching this show growing up with my brothers. Star Trek, hopefully this is worth something. Another 6 games from Paymore. I'll show you all in a little bit. All All right, everybody, I just wanted to go over a few pickups. One from the Goodwill, and then the other, you saw my bag from the Pay More, but you didn't see any of the game, so I wanted to go over those. First, you see this Haunted Mansion DVD story. I don't know anything about this. It's some documentary on theme park history. I've seen this sell for like 20 bucks, so I'm gonna try to sell it. I'm gonna try to sell this for like $15 to $20 and try to sell it quick to get my money back. I only paid $2 for it, so it wasn't that bad. Next, Pay More, right? So I got 3 games for the collection and then 3 games to try to sell to make all of my money back. I'll go over the sell ones. Forza Horizon 3. When I brought this up to the counter, he didn't know it was in there, so I don't think this was supposed to be in that section, but this one sells, I think, for like $12 to $15. And then Red Dead Redemption for the PS3, and then the Undead Nightmare as well. I'm gonna try to bundle these up together and try to sell them maybe for like 20 bucks. And then the 3 that I'm keeping is WrestleMania 21. I played this game all the time at my brother's growing up on the original Xbox. So it's good to add games like this that I had growing up into our collection. Resident Evil, I think this is 7, Village, right? I've never played this game, don't know much about it, but it's always good to add a $3, $4 Resident Evil game to our collection. And then just a Wii game, Bionicle Heroes. Bionicles are really big when I was younger, and once again, never seen this game before, so I just want to add it to the collection.
Training on a dime.
Alright, y'all, I just sold these 3 items. Resident Evil 5 for the PS4, Alien Isolation for the Xbox One, and then Odyssey 2 Quest for the Rings for the Magnavox Odyssey 2, right? So I'm going to get all these packed up, and then we will be able to add these funds to our collection fund in about 1 to 2 days.
Alright, I just sold this starter kit. I think I sold it for like $32 or $35. Gonna get this packed up, shipped out, and then we'll be able to add these funds to the game collection in 1 or 2 days.
Alright, y'all, so you just saw me pick these up. I paid, what did I pay? $5.45 for the VHS and the 2 Blu-rays. Let me show you what we got. Alright, y'all, so Pokemon VHS, right? Somebody had it somewhere else posted for $8, but 99 cents at Goodwill. Anytime I find these, you saw me in one of the first episodes buy a bunch of these, not for the collection. This one will be used with collection funds, but I just like old VHS of stuff that I grew up watching, so that was cool to add. Halloween 4. This one should be able to sell it for like 15 bucks, I think. So that was a good one. Paid $2 for it. Apocalypse Now, the 3-disc edition. This one of the special features discs is pretty scratched, but the movie is not, so I still picked it up anyways. I'm gonna try to sell it for about $12, so hopefully it'll sell quick to get some funds back. Alright, y'all, we sold a few things overnight. This Maximum Overdrive DVD for like $10. This Forza Horizon 3 we just got, sold for I think $12. And we finally sold a pair of these speakers that we bought a few episodes ago for like $15 for all of them. I just sold these for $130. So I'm gonna get all this stuff packed up, shipped out, and then in a few days we'll be able to add this to our fund.
I just sold these 3 games. Sold these in a bundle together for like $13. And then sold this one for $23. So I'm going to get these packed up, shipped out, and then we'll be able to add this money to the game fund. Just sold these, I think for $36. I'm going to get them packed up, shipped out, and then we'll be able to add it to our fund.
Oh yeah, just got out of this Cash America. Got 2 games, paid $10 for them. Let me show you what I got. Alright, so I got Far Cry 6 Steelbook, the Ultimate Edition. So I think this is worth like 20 bucks. Like I said, I paid 10 for them. Not the best deal, but not bad at all. And then I got Doom Eternal both for the Xbox One. $10 into probably like 30 or 40. Thought it was a great deal. I don't know if I'm going to sell either one of these or if I'm putting them to the collection, but I'll let you know. Oh yeah, so I just sold this copy of Black Ops 1 and 2 for the PS3 for $20. This Haunted Mansion DVD for $9. And then the Creator 5 and Copy 2 that we got in that bundle lot of all the big box PC games and this stuff for $20. So I'm going to get all this packed up and then ship it out. Guys, 2 things I cannot believe that we found this week. So you saw me go to that garage sale. I picked up this Xbox Celebrity Deathmatch, and then also you saw me pick up that sealed PS2 Star Trek game. Not a Star Trek fan, so that's definitely on the eBay getting ready to sell. But I was gonna offer to buy he had a shoebox full of games. They weren't really anything spectacular. They weren't worth really much at all. And I was going to offer to buy all of them if he was going to do like $2 or $3 a piece. He would not budge from $5 a piece. And also he only took cash. So if you are going to be going to estate sales or garage sales or anything like that, make sure you do have cash, because some people still do not accept Zelle or Venmo or anything like that. So that was one mistake that I did. But guys, Celebrity Deathmatch. I used to love this show growing up. Absolutely wild. Definitely not a show for kids, but I'm glad to have this game in our collection. If you also watched this, let me know down in the comments if you did and if you enjoyed it as much as I do. I actually, for some reason, I thought that this game was worth more than it is. It's really not worth that much money, so I was surprised by that, but still an easy pickup for $5 to add to our collection. And then guys, the big one this week, but also a huge disappointment, is Suikoden for the PS1, right? I am so upset that this was not in there. I had never been to this Goodwill before. It was a brand new Goodwill that I was driving by, and I just decided to stop last minute. As I said, I probably should have put this in the tips and tricks episode for episode 20, but whenever you are driving by a thrift store or by a pawn shop, Goodwill, whatever it may be, right? Always just stop in real quick. It takes literally a few minutes to walk around the entire store. Go walk in real quick. That's where I found those Simpson DVDs, right, that I sold for good profit to a store that I had just been the day before. And this one was a brand new store that brand new Goodwill that I went to for the first time and found this. Very disappointed that Suikoden, the disc, was not in here. Very upsetting. But the case only, I was going to pick it up no matter what. And I walked up to the guy, seemed like he knew video games at the register at Goodwill. And he's like, oh man, you found Suikoden? Like, that's a really good game for the PS1. And I was like, dude, I know. I can't believe I found it, but it's like the game disc is not in here. Do y'all have it in the back? Because some of them actually keep them like behind the counter. He's like, no. And I was like, oh man, somebody probably stole it then. And he's like, yeah, they either stole it or it did not come in the store with it in there. So I asked him, I was like, well, can I have it for free? Like, do y'all just throw these away? And he's like, no, I can't. Like, I can't give it to you for free, even if we do throw them away. And I was like, okay, well then will you give it to me for the price of a CD? And I thought CDs were $2 there. He said yes, but he only charged me $1, which is what they charge for CDs. So to get, what, $1.08, $1.09, whatever I paid for this, for a Suikoden case with the manual in here, was a great deal. What I'm probably going to do moving forward with this is I'm probably going to buy the game disc alone and then put it in here so I have a complete in-box Suikoden for way cheaper than this game actually cost. And so, can't believe that I'm adding a PS1 staple I understand it's not the game, but the game will. Hopefully I'll be able to buy it in the next few weeks and add it to the collection. But to be able to find something like this at Goodwill, it always makes me extremely happy because there is still good deals out there no matter where you go. Garage sales, estate sales, pawn shops, thrift stores, retail chains, right? You can still find great deals and you can catch people slipping on their prices of everything. So week 23, absolute blast. Can't believe I found something like this at a Goodwill and paid $1 for it. If you've liked my channel and this episode, please drop a like down below. Subscribe to my channel so you can continue to see the process of me building my game collection. And then if you have Suikoden in your game collection, or your heart broke when I opened it up and you saw that the disc was not in there, let me know below. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week.